6 to 8 weeks, I will be crossing off a major bucket list adventure, road tripping through Europe in my self-built campervan. My adventure begins travelling south to the port of Rosslare in Southern Ireland and catching a ferry to Bilbao in the north of Spain. There I will start working my way across Europe and eventually ending up on the beaches of Normandy.
Let's go! I'm a little bit early.
Eventually.
Right, it looks like this is us. Right.
You're going upstairs.
Okay, just show me where to go, my man.
You're going to go out, you're going to go to the right, follow the red and white barriers, and then you turn around to the left.
Cheers, thank you. Let's see what this room's like. So here it is. Here is my little cabin, my little place of rest for the next 2 days. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is the bathroom, the shower, I assume. Don't know what that is. A shaver. Oh, this is my little port side window. Not too much to see out there at the minute. Let's see what that is up there. Oh. There's actually 4 beds in this. This cabin cost me 200 quid. What is that in there? Oh, some sort of a wardrobe. Seating area. I am here for the next 2 days. Sunday morning we dock around about 5:30 AM in sunny Bilbao, I hope. But I'm happy enough with this. Well impressed. So that will probably be me.
Messieurs,
Oh.
nous vous prions de bien vouloir patienter avant d'intégrer votre cabine, ceci afin de faciliter le travail du personnel d'entretien.
Oh.
Merci de votre compréhension.
Just read Danielle.
So, up nice and early, had a wander around the ship. These are the length of the corridors. There's 2 on each deck, and I think there's 9 decks in total. The thing was massive. The restaurant and bar, a quick look out, which pretty much stayed that way until we neared port.
So the name of this boat is called the Salamanca. It's not cold, a bit breezy, but it is not cold. Irish Dan in a van was here. 2025. So good morning. It is 6 AM. It is absolutely roasting. Don't think there's too much to see here at this wee port. It's time to grab wee Saoirse and we'll start hitting the roads. We are just waiting here to disembark. The nerves in the stomach are absolutely going haywire. I've got a few wee notes written along the dashboard and stuff. Keep steering wheel to the right, all that sort of thing. It's either now or never. Oh my god, I feel like throwing up. Shit, that is us. Here we go. I feel like throwing up.
So down the ramp and on the Spanish soil, going through the necessities.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Taking a wee stamp? Stamp? Stamp passport?
No.
Yes, please. Oh, yes, we stamp and all that. I think that's us. Is he going to pull us in? Oh, we're getting stopped. Hello.
Hello. Anything to reclaim?
No.
Nothing. Glenn?
No, no.
How much money you got?
What on earth was that all about? Let me see your money. I thought I was getting robbed.
I soon came across my first hurdle.
Oh shit, there's a roundabout here. This is my first roundabout. Right, that looks okay. Okay, this is my first roundabout and I feel like throwing up. This is so wrong. So wrong. I'm praying that there's loads of arrows on these roads. It's going to take my time, take a steering wheel to the right, and hopefully people are patient with me.
So, reaching Bilbao in one piece, I then started to make my way to San Sebastian, which was the first place on the bucket list. Roughly 100 kilometers away, known for its golden beaches and stunning views, it ticked all the boxes. This is my sort of place. However, I wasn't prepared for the cost of the tolls. This one cost me €14 alone. Nevertheless, I reached San Sebastian to discover it wasn't very campervan friendly. Parking for the vans was just non-existent. I even nearly drove down this underground car park.
Oh Jesus.
And that would have been very interesting.
Oh my god. I'm stuck. And check out the agent who thought he was gonna film it.
So after driving around for an hour, I tried everywhere to park this van up with no luck. And after nearly hitting the odd moped, I tapped out and pulled out of the place and ended up right here. Wherever here is.
No other way to put this, but I'm lost. I found this wee layby in the middle of some road. It looks like a Bronx. I don't know. So sit rep, we've made a monumental boob. All the things that I want to see are up the other side of northern Spain. Absolute disaster, a complete and utter disaster this is. This is another toll bridge. I paid £14 to drive down the road and I have to pay another £14 to drive up it. Oh, I don't know, man. I just don't know. So I paid £14 to drive down this road. To pay another £14 to drive up it. This is just... oh, unbelievable. I should have stayed in Ireland. Everywhere you go there's a bloody toll road. And I'm getting stung left, right and centre.
And the tolls, they just kept coming, thick and fast. I'm beginning to believe that Google have got shares in these tolls.
I've just come through this toll bridge and it's just cost me €4. Now it's going to cost me another €4 to go back up it because Google Maps freaking brought me the wrong way. There is tolls everywhere. All my money today has been spent on tolls. That's it. Right, get me out of these cities because they're absolute BS. We're going to the coast. There's another toll. What the hell? Absolutely not loving this country whatsoever. It is making a fortune out of me on toll bridges. Oh. This country is making an absolute fortune out of me.
Finally, that was the end of the tolls. At last I'm heading to the coast, and the more I got closer to the coast, the sky got a lot brighter and brighter and brighter.
So, good morning. We are in a place called Galabace, which is just below the city of Bilbao. We're right on the coast. It is 7:30 in the morning and already it is roughly 15-16 degrees. This is where I've been staying for the last couple of days. It is absolutely gorgeous, very peaceful, very quiet, and it's free. Now, just below where I'm staying, there is some sort of a chapel on top of a cliff or something like that. It is roughly a 2-kilometer walk, and for anybody who knows me, I'm not a walking person, but we're going to give it a go. We're not allowed to fly the drone here, so I've left the drone in the van. Done absolutely nothing yesterday, which was Monday. I got the sun lounger out, I glued myself to it and I didn't move. I think it rose right up until 26, 27, 28 degrees at one stage. And that is the reason why I'm walking down here so early in the morning. Want to get down, back up again before this heat kicks in, because it is absolutely roasting. So that's my first view of it, and I know exactly what it is now. That is a wee chapel. It's on top of that big rock. Oh, I can feel it in the handy out legs, alright. I am one unfit hell of a human being. You see all those stone steps? I'm going to attempt to climb up there. So we made it. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is stunning. Now we've only done half of the battle. We have to get up them steps, ring that bell, and see exactly what's inside that wee chapel. So I had to take a break. We're only halfway there. It gets steeper and steeper and steeper the whole way up. We'll take 5 minutes. We keep going. We are definitely getting there. I can hear that flag flapping in the wind. That's how far we've came so far. So we have made it to the top of the wee chapel. It's just a pity it's not open, and the bell has been tied away to stop people from vandalising it. Other than that, the views are amazing. The place is absolutely stunning. Definitely recommend it. Well worth the effort. That is a wrap. So, top tip when photographing something through glass, you need to place the lens of the camera directly under the glass. If you don't, you'll get a reflection like this. The lens of the camera has to be directly on the glass because the inside of the chapel is already lit up with natural light, and that's what photography is all about, capturing light. So later that evening, I packed up the van and started making my way to my next destination, which is Cangas de Onís. A 3-hour drive, roughly 160 miles away. I thought I'll do half tonight, find a park up, and do the other half in the morning. And after stopping for fuel, I spotted a van parked up. Thinking it was safe enough, I rolled right in beside him. But after having a good look around, I thought the area looked very sketchy. And after a couple of hours, the other van pulled out. There was not a chance I was staying here. So I moved back to the garage that I had been to earlier, thinking it was a lot safer. And Lord behold, an hour or so later, a big wagon pulled in, a friendly accent from back home, Michelle and Eamon from Ballycastle in their self-converted bus. They knew of a proper safe park up, which was only 5 minutes away, and that is how I've ended up here. I think it's safe to say this van could do with a wee bit of a tidy. That is much better. So van all cleaned. That is me ready to go. Well, that's what I thought anyway. I need to find a motor mechanic as soon as possible. I'm having major problems with electrics. Bye bye, Saoirse.